Now I don't have food. I don't know what to do. And I can't just go to the street. I don't want to sleep outside. Now it's either I choose to have somewhere to sleep or I choose food.
Throughout the course of this global pandemic, Westerners have been told ad nauseum by the mainstream media to respect the Communist Party of China. Under no circumstances are you allowed to call this pandemic the Wuhan pneumonia virus or the Chinese virus. If you do that, you're racist, and that is not allowed. Those same journalists and reporters are ignoring what's going on in China right now, and what's going on in China is an apartheid. If you're of African descent and you are living in China, well, you're going to have to decide whether you want a roof over your head or food on your table, because you can't have both. See, Africans are being evicted from their flats and hotels and are being denied service in China because they're saying the Chinese government, the police, and landlords are saying that Africans are to blame for the resurgence of the virus in China.
Huddled on cobbled streets with layers of clothing to generate heat under the cold skies of Wanzhou city, this is the new way of life for Africans living in China. The very color of their skin now means trouble, screaming of sickness to natives who bear a different skin tone from them. Africans have become subjects of racial profiling.
Now I don't have food. I don't know what to do. And I can't just go to the street. I don't want to sleep outside. Now it's either I choose to have somewhere to sleep or I choose food.
Now, of course, there's only one real thing to blame for this virus. It's not one person. It is an organization. It is the Communist Party of China. They are to blame for every single death that we've seen throughout this global pandemic, from deaths directly from COVID-19 and deaths via suicide and domestic abuse, from the loss of trillions in our economy, the rampant unemployment in Western countries right now. It is all the fault of the Communist Party of China. And the reporters, for some reason, who are covering this pandemic refuse to acknowledge what is going on in China, refuse to acknowledge the apartheid that we're seeing. But it's not just the journalists that are ignoring it. It is Dr. Tedros himself, the leader of the World Health Organization, who is in the pockets of China, someone who nominated a Chinese agent to the position of UN Goodwill Ambassador, someone who's praised Xi Jinping repeatedly for his handling of this virus. Dr. Tedros, the leader of the WHO, is a puppet of China himself, and it is very curious as to why an Ethiopian like him, someone so proud of his African heritage, is refusing to condemn what is going on in China right now, the apartheid. It is completely crickets from the WHO camp. It's no surprise that our petition is gathering steam at whowantsout.com, calling on governments around the world, Western governments mostly, to pull themselves out and quit funding the World Health Organization, an organization that has shown that they're completely incompetent because their number one objective is sucking the teat of Daddy Xi Jinping. That's not acceptable, and we think that global pandemic planning should be directed to organizations. All that capital that we're sending currently to the WHO should be redirected to pandemic planning strategies that are not China first at all costs. There is an apartheid going on in China right now, and it's important that we call it out because the people that are living in China right now aren't able to, under the authoritarian, totalitarian regime of Xi Jinping and the complicity of the WHO. For Rebel News, I'm Keean Bexte. Thanks for checking out our coverage. I encourage you to go to whowantsout.com, sign the petition, and send it to your friends. It's important that we get our capital out of the WHO and direct it to agencies that are actually effective at preventing global pandemics.